Back in Week 4, the Cardinals dominated their first matchup against the Seahawks. Can Seattle even the score? The answer comes your way next.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come into this one fresh off a victory that finally snapped a 6-game losing streak.
And there's nothing like that win that makes everyone happier in the locker room, better on the practice field, and they usually play a whole lot better that next game out as well.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. Well, he's got some... And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there right off the bat. 72 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And Howe will throw it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Howell. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Now a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Now they go play action with Howell. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2 minutes.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now left side on the swing pass. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. B.J. Ojulari in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Shoves him aside. And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Here's the give to McIntosh. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he'll get this up past the 45. They'll run with McIntosh. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And this is McIntosh. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Howell. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
He's got McBride here over the middle. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Lockett. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Option play, McIntosh. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Zaven Collins with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Murray now to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up, because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Returnable for Lockett. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. McIntosh. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On third down, McIntosh. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, McIntosh, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff up the middle. McIntosh. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This time they'll throw it with Howell. This is Fant on the short completion. So he stopped for no gain. And that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. On 2nd down, here's Murray. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun now for Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Murray again. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. And lastly, we'll all be tuned in on Monday night for what should be a great one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. We just watched a fine first half from quarterback Sam Howell. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Again, Murray will keep it.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Running right on the option is Murray. Oh, fancy running by Murray. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
2nd down, here's McIntosh.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Howell out of the shotgun.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Shifts by him. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes takes it inside the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. No gain on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Boye Mafe, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Now back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's Murray. And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
They run the counter. McIntosh. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. McIntosh. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Third and long. Here's Howell.
This complete to Lockett.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll go again here with Akers. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Murray going to throw.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Akers.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Now throwing on 1st down here. This ball caught by McIntosh.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Back to throw, Howell.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Howell. He'll find Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Another throw for Howell.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. This is Fant on the short completion.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. the middle they go. McIntosh. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Murray now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2. Murray now running right on the option.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now Murray. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And fights through one man. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Murray now to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
To throw is Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. They do tack on the extra point as well, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
This is 1st and 10. Howell to throw.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Howell.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Howell. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run on 1st down. McIntosh. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this 2nd half. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's 1st and 10. Murray, one final try. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Seahawks,
it's a rare win, just their 2nd in these first 8 games.
And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.